everyone. Happy Wednesday, September 11th. A day that we should never forget in our American history. September 11th, 2001, when those evil cowards attacked us. Please, at some point throughout the day, take the time to remember all of those people that lost their lives, the innocent people that lost their lives on this morning in 2001. I can remember it like it was just yesterday. What a horrible, horrible feeling watching the television. So sad. And that evil is still out there. Never forget and never ever drop your guard. .8 degrees out here right now. Beautiful skies. You can see those rays starting to shoot up there. Absolutely beautiful. Nice little breeze blowing. Absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful colors on the horizon there. Absolutely gorgeous colors. Look at those rays. Wow. That is beautiful. That is absolutely amazing. What a gorgeous, gorgeous sunrise. Thanks for tuning in. Mike and Robb, Mike Beasley, Robb Tolp. Are you guys watching this morning? Are you in the shop watching? Mike Beasley, a very, very skilled carpenter, builds beautiful cabinets. You see Mike on here. Say hi to him, Mike Beasley, Michael Beasley, and his assistant, Robb Tolp. They do incredible work here in Naples. If you need custom cabinetry, you need to get a hold of Michael Beasley. He's also all things bacon. Michael is one of those bacon freaks. I like bacon, but I'm not a bacon freak. Some people live for bacon. I promised I'd give them a shout out this morning. They get to their shop at 6 in the morning, and they watch along with us. Look at those colors. Wow. I think they're going to fade out here fast. Let's see what happens as the morning progresses. Tide is coming in here. The current is moving in. Coming in from the Gulf here. The water's actually moving pretty fast in the pass here. Birds are starting to wake up. You can hear them in the background. I think you can hear them. Not seeing any clouds right now out in the Gulf. There might be some down on the horizon. Looks pretty clear out there. This Friday, up in Fort Myers at the Lee Civic Center, Vintage Market Days. All you ladies, if you're in town here, a really wonderful event. Lots and lots of vendors. They fill that Civic Center up with vendors, all kinds of vintage items. From military to farming. I mean, you can get some really nice old barn wood there. All the hinges, old hinges and doorknobs and clothing, vintage clothing, albums, all kinds of neat things. You know, furniture. Definitely worth the trip up there. Vintage Market Days. It starts this Friday and continues through the weekend. I'm going to go up there tomorrow night when they're setting up, give you a little taste of it, see what's going on up there, a little preview. Look at that, those rays are just about faded out now. Almost faded. Let's see if I can knock this down a little. It was glorious. Just a few minutes ago. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful sunrise. I don't know where Roy is. I saw him at the front gate this morning. He was going to wait for Kim. He should have trucked on out here because he missed the best colors here. I think this is going to be Kim's last day with us here at the beach. She's going to be heading back to Kentucky. She'll be back down 4 months or so, but this might be her last morning with us. She said she might try to come out on Saturday. She sure does take good care of Roy. Seeing some rays out here. If you look close there, see them up there in the sky? It's out over the Gulf to the west. Friday is going to be interesting, huh? Friday the 13th, a full moon. I think a lot of people need to lock themselves in their bedrooms on that day. Going to be an interesting night, Friday night. Know where the moon is here. Usually we see the moon when we come out. It must be so small. Where is it? I've been getting reports of dolphins out here in the morning. We've been hanging out watching the sunrises in the morning. Maybe tomorrow morning I'll start a beach walk down at the other end of the park and maybe we'll get lucky and catch some dolphins. I will not be out here on Friday. Just letting you know right now, I won't be out here Friday morning. I'll be up at the Vintage Market Days event up in Fort Myers again on Friday morning. So I'll miss you guys on Friday, but I'll be doing a live feed, attempting to do a live feed from the Lee Civic Center if I can get a good Wi-Fi signal. So tune into that. Check out some of the items up there at that event and decide maybe if you want to make a trip up there or down there, wherever you're at, over the weekend. Oh, did you see that fish jump right there? They are leaping out of the water. But we have lost our colors. They've already faded. Got a couple little pink clouds. If you squint really hard, you can see a couple little pink clouds over here. Something swirling around in the water here. I don't know if it's fish. It looks probably more like the current here. But there are a lot of fish jumping out here again this morning. One just jumped to the left and one to the right of the camera. It figures. You never know where they're gonna jump up from. This water's not very deep. It's pretty clear now. It looks like it's definitely clearing up even more. Getting clearer every morning we come out. Seagull. There's Roy and Kim over there to the left. Again, remember today, keep all of those families in your prayers that lost loved ones on this day back in 2001. Oh, here comes an osprey. We must never, ever, ever forget what happened on this day in 2001. Never, ever drop our guard. Never let something like that happen again. 30,000 people left their homes that day and never came back. All because of some dirty, rotten, evil cowards. Boy, it is flat out here. Very, very calm this morning. Can you hear the osprey behind me? Here comes some of our pelican friends. Which way are you going? They peeled off in two directions. Oh, there's another osprey flying around over in the pass. That's why this one's being so vocal behind me. I think this one must have just dove into the water, just because it's got its wings fanned out there like it's air drying its wings. Love those ospreys. Yeah, he looks like he's a little wet. Well, it's gonna go out on another fishing expedition. We didn't see any ospreys yesterday. Did see a beautiful sunrise though yesterday. Again, a beautiful sunrise. Just heard a great blue heron. Just flew across the pass, across the pass over to here, but he's kind of in the shadows up here. See if I can get around here and might get a little light on it to see it. Man, these fish are just jumping out of the water everywhere. It's fun watching our fisherman friend catch fish in the morning. We saw him catch another jack yesterday, and then he had a little snapper he showed us, a little mangrove snapper. Let me see if I can zoom in, if you can see that heron at all. Yeah. Some egrets in the background. Great blue heron there in the foreground. Beautiful birds, those great blue herons. Sorry I didn't make it out here last night. I had all intentions of coming out here for sunset. Again, tonight I want to come out for sunset, but last night I had the opportunity to do a little bit of work, so I did that. Every little bit helps right now, believe me. If you ever hear or know of anybody, or if you have a business here in Southwest Florida and you need some videos produced, get in touch with me. We can help you get it out there on social media as well. We've got a couple ways of doing that. We also have our Nonstop Naples app to put businesses on. Set your business up with a rewards program on our app. Great for restaurants, retail businesses. Boy, it is really shallow right in here. This water is, see how far I can walk out here. And a lot of rocks here on the bottom. It's about knee deep right here. All the little fish, all those little fish like the ones we saw in yesterday's video and yesterday's beach walk, all swimming around me. There's one fish jumped right over there. All chasing after the little ones. Well, that little lagoon area that we've been watching for the past couple weeks, it is completely sealed off now. Completely sealed off. And it will be probably drying out here soon, just drying up. Remember this used to curve around like this. I actually have pictures of people swimming in here. This used to be beautiful right up in here. It's just incredible how fast this beach changes and how often. Boy, this water is actually really nice looking. It's got some nice color in it this morning. Hard to tell right now. We'll get a little better view when the sun comes up. Well, that sun should be popping up pretty soon here. Over on the right there where those trees are. I want you to see something here at how this channel has changed here. How the pass has changed. That was a marker for the channel. Look, it's on dry ground right now. Crazy, huh? How fast this changes. They just dredged this out a year or so ago. It's already filling back in. Absolutely incredible. Getting brighter over there. Getting brighter.
Hey Rob,
Going good.
Did you come out for sunset? I was looking for it.
Nah, I had a chance to do a little work, so I did that.
How's your wife doing? You're going to bring her out for sunset?
All right, we'll probably come out tonight.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Good.
Oh, we had something. Oh,
That's something.
ladyfish. Just a ladyfish.
What's a ladyfish? What kind
That's a ladyfish.
what type of fish is it?
One with scales and fins. They just, I don't know, they don't eat them. They're real
Looks
oily.
Like looks kind of like a mackerel, sort of. Oh, he's
Yeah, they just
eggs out or something right now.
just toss them out. No.
Oh, that guy was thinking about it.
Yeah, the birds won't even eat them.
If it isn't a salmon or a swordfish, you can forget it.
Yeah, there you go. Salmon or swordfish.
I had salmon last night and I'm having swordfish tonight. Or no, I had swordfish last night. Salmon tonight. Boy, I love them.
There comes your sun. Man, it's going to be popping up.
And I had some awful good salmon at that PJ Shank's place.
Yes, you did. I had a bite of it. It was really good.
Yeah.
I should have ordered that.
Oh boy, it's
But I liked my fried rice, and I hadn't had that in a long time.
here it comes.
There comes. All right, Jim, there it comes.
Yeah.
Keep it out. Keep it out. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, God.
There you go.
Morning. Really good time. There it comes.
By the time I come back, the winter solstice will be somewhere, probably over there somewhere, I guess.
That's about it.
Winter solstice. Except your birthday's November, right?
Well, Roy got his sunrise hug from Kim. Made his day. Got his day off to a wonderful start. Beautiful there, that sun rising just over the trees.
Right.
Perfect way to start a day. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being a friend. Dolphin, Roy. Dolphin out there. Dolphin out here. Just came up out here. Three of them. 3 dolphins out there.
How you can see those, Rob?
Because they're real, not imaginary. These are the real dolphins, not Kim's invisible dolphin friends.
Ones that I saw the other day.
They're going to be moving fast here with the current. I think they might hang out here. Let's see where they come up. They might be riding the current in too, so let's see. Well, there was 3 of them out there. Here they're, wow, they're all the way over here now. Darn it. Just can't guess where they're gonna pop up. Where the heck are they at? Where did those dolphins go? Darn it, there was 3 of them. There was one just came up just to the left on the screen there. Kind of early for them to be going up the river. There was one, did you see it? I'm thinking they should be hanging out here, chasing the fish around. Where did they go? Well, they're getting pretty far away now, darn it. Well, we got a glimpse of them at least a quick glimpse. Maybe they'll be turning around and coming back out here. They're getting pretty far away now. Yeah, there's... We'll see. Maybe they'll turn around and come back. You're heading back already? All right. They're probably going to come back here. No, I saw about 36 of them. $36. How many did you see?
I saw 3.
Oh, 300?
300.
That was neat. Just a quick glimpse. Man, they got out of here quick.
Yeah, I only saw that one. I never did see two more.
The little bandits over here trying to steal the bait over here. Look at the birds. All right, I'll see you down the beach. You're picking at the net. There's some little fish, I think, caught in the net. It is beautiful out here this morning. Roy sure is going to miss Kim, I can tell you that. I know he's looking forward to his smoked salmon here in a little while. That's probably why he's in a hurry to get back. So many good people out there in the world. You just got to find them. I think these beach walks have found quite a few of them. These guys are wreaking havoc on this net here or wherever. See, there's some little fish still stuck in that net. Those birds are trying to get them out. Fun watching them. Boy, this water is gorgeous here. It's like an aqua green and teal. It's absolutely beautiful this morning. Boy, the water looks really good today.
Beautiful.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, well, the tide came in, it clears out all the...
Oh, yeah. It's always better coming in. It is nice. Maybe it's gonna bring some nice big fish in for you.
Hopefully, always better when the tide comes in.
Is it?
But yeah, it's more toward like November and stuff. I'm trying to get the pompano.
Pompano, yep. Yep, I remember when last year everybody catching them. Now a lot of jack. People are catching a lot of jack in here.
2 days ago.
Yep. Well, I don't know where those dolphins took off to. I was hoping they'd go up there and turn around and come back out. Love to have a nice up close dolphin encounter. But it is getting bright out here. You keep getting snagged? Huh. There used to be a channel marker right out here, and it fell over. I don't know if they ever took it out of the water or not. Yeah, this pass has changed dramatically again. I showed you earlier. Look at this. Look where this marker is. Kind of obvious that's the edge of the channel, huh? It's not even in the water now. I mean, the beaches on both sides here have just changed dramatically in about the past 4 weeks. It's awful quiet here. I don't see any birds over on the other side. Well, I see some lined up. Where are they? Way down there. If you look really close, you can see them. You can see their little white bodies down there, back in the mangroves. Don't see old Pinky out here, little Pinky, the spoonbill. Don't know where that bird is. That water is just beautiful right there. Well, let's head down the beach, see what we can find. What you looking for? Oh, whenever there's a fisherman with a cast net, it always gets the birds' attention here. Oh, nice bright morning. It's going to be really warming up today. Up to 93, 94. 100% humidity this morning. That makes it really nice. Not. I don't know if you can see the pelicans sitting out there. If you look close. There's a little group of them over here. They're not very active. Just kind of hanging out. I think they're waiting for the fish to come to them. Can't wait to see what that water looks like when we get further down the beach. Seagulls flying around here. That's cool. It's fun to watch right there, the birds flying around. Well, let's hop up on the trail here. See if we can get a better connection. our feathered friends hiding out in here? I don't see them. I don't see any of our little feathered friends here. Huh. Gotta look close sometimes. Sometimes they can camouflage themselves pretty well on these dead trees. But I don't see any hanging out this morning. Whoop. Our osprey is up in the pine tree this morning. We didn't see it for several days, but there it is up on the end there. Perched up there, waiting for something to come swimming by. Just gorgeous birds, those ospreys. Right up there. This is where we had some serious erosion here last week, over the weekend. A lot of our beach washed away up here. You can see this ledge here. It's starting to taper off. People are starting to walk down it. But it was a big steep drop off. It still is in places. It's come right up. The erosion has come right up to the base of the pine trees. Hopefully they won't fall over. I hate to lose these beautiful trees here along the beach. You can see a big branch of one of the pine trees broke off and fell into this other tree here. You can see the roots of the pine tree all exposed there now. Dexter's coming up the beach early. Either I'm running really late or he's a little on the early side. Oh, here's something neat. I've shown a lot of you this. These are all white ibises here. The darker ones, they're just juveniles. Their feathers, they haven't lost their dark feathers yet. They'll lose those dark feathers and turn white. But those are all white ibises there. I got a little video clip of them yesterday that I posted of the white ibises. They make a funny honking sound. Sneaking up behind them. Yep. Here comes Dexter. We'll say good morning to Dexter here. Good morning. That's all right. I do the same thing. How you doing today?
Fine, thank you.
Any more pods of dolphins?
Yeah, I saw 3 today.
3?
Yeah, I saw 2 going south. No, 1 going south and 2 coming north. So you may see them.
All right. We saw 3 coming into the pass. A little pod of 3 coming in this morning, but the tides coming in, they just booked.
Right,
yeah, they went by pretty fast.
Yeah.
Got one look at them, and that was about it. Then I thought they'd be turning around. I didn't think they'd be going in upriver so early this morning.
Yeah.
I figured if anything, they'd be hanging out in the pass because they we've sat there in the mornings and watched them. They'll just like stay stationary with their nose into the current.
Yeah.
And the fish literally just swim into their mouth. I mean, they just don't move. They just stay in one spot. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, that's for sure.
They're smart animals.
That's for sure.
So anything exciting going on?
Nope, not really. Pretty calm.
Any dinner reservations anywhere exciting?
I think we'll go to T. Michael's on
T. Michael's?
Yeah, probably on Friday night.
Okay.
So
That's good too, T. Michael's.
Yeah.
There's steak, right? That's more for a good steak,
more
T.
steak.
Michael's. Yeah. All right.
But nothing else planned yet. I'm
Nothing?
not sure what we'll do tomorrow night.
We got a couple new clients coming on here, so I'm going to give you their names. You need to go check them out. A couple new restaurants.
Well, that'd be good.
They'll be on our app here too. So
I'd be happy to do that.
yeah.
All right. Okay. We'll see.
All right, Dexter. Have a great one. All right.
Really calm again. No
It is.
clouds today.
No, it is real calm. It is nice, and there was a little breeze out at the pass,
Yeah.
and it felt really good. They said the humidity's 100% today, but
No, but it was only 76 degrees when I left, so that was nice.
yeah, 76.
It
Yeah.
was 88.
Oh, it's up to 88 now. It still said 85 here on the sign. It feels a lot warmer,
Yeah,
and that's not good. We got that storm, another storm coming towards us.
I know. They said now it has a 50% chance
Yeah.
of developing.
Yeah, 50%, and this warm water is not good.
That's
So
not good for us.
keep our fingers
I have
crossed.
a map. Allison Ray on NBC, she put a map out Florida and all the major hurricanes that hit Florida since 1950.
Nice.
Pretty interesting.
Oh yeah.
I'll put that
Yeah.
on Facebook.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
All right. All right, Dexter. Have a good one. Yeah, we've got a little tropical disturbance headed our way. And right now, we're right in it's a different kind of cone. It's like a cone of concern because it's not a hurricane. But if it stays together and makes its way across Florida and winds up out here in the Gulf, that is not a good thing right now. This water is just extremely warm here. So we want to keep our eyes focused on that. No, don't panic. The good news is everybody should have their hurricane supplies. There shouldn't be any craziness in the stores. Everybody should have all their hurricane supplies. But hopefully it won't develop. Hopefully it'll just stay a little tropical disturbance and move on by and fall apart. But nonetheless, we got to keep our eyes on that. It's Probably gonna be a wet weekend here in Naples. Just watching our little ibises. Keep an eye out here for the dolphins too. Sharon, I need some coffee too. Can you send me a cup of coffee through the phone here? That's the one thing I miss, coming out here on my beach walks. I'd always drink coffee in the morning. I kind of, since I've been doing these walks, kind of stopped doing it. How's the fishing this morning? Good? Any snook? One snook?
Slow down now.
Nothing worth keeping though, huh?
No.
Do you keep anything ever?
Not very rarely.
That's what I thought. I never see you carrying anything.
Very cooler night.
Yeah.
They're jumping out there and
Oh yeah. You can usually, if there's seagulls around.
yeah, there's fish around.
Dolphins again. Did you see any? Did you see any?
I didn't see any. Did
I
you
saw
see any?
I saw 3 in the past coming in, and they moved so fast. They came in with the tide, and they were like at one end of the pass, and the next time they come up, they were over the other end.
Yesterday in the late afternoon, there was a whole pod of dolphin. A little
That's
south
what
of here,
that's
and
what I've been hearing.
They
There's
were
been some.
jumping and spinning.
Oh wow,
Yeah, they were putting on a show.
wow! I've been hearing about these pods.
Yeah. It was
I
like
haven't seen them yet.
it was like about 4 or 5 o'clock.
Oh really?
It was a
So
little south of here.
well, maybe I'll get lucky.
It's it. You have a great day.
All right, you too. Good luck. He said there was a nice little dolphin show the other night. It's between 5 and 6. A pod of them out just jumping up out of the water. It's amazing the shows they put on those dolphins here, but you just never know where or when it's going to happen. But if you're fortunate enough to be there at the right time, it is a pretty amazing thing to watch. And especially when they're jumping out of the water, doing backflips. It's just incredible. Here you can see here the water. You can see the bottom. You can really see how it's starting to clear up now. And of course, we're going to get a storm now on the weekend. It's all going to get cloudy again from the storm, just when it's starting to clear up nice. I better get over there to Roy and Kim before that salmon's all gone. This might be my last chance for getting a piece of smoked salmon on the beach. Hey, if any of you are new watching here, any new folks watching, don't be shy. Please introduce yourself to the group. Let everyone know where you're watching from. This applies to you that are watching on Facebook Live. You can make comments on YouTube, but unfortunately they're not live. Facebook is a lot more interactive. If you do watch on YouTube, I really want to encourage you to follow along with us in the mornings on Facebook. Be a part of the conversation here. Meet all of the wonderful people watching, all of our good friends here. Join our group. That's what these beach walks are all about. Making new friends, supporting each other. We're here to support each other, not just talk. We're here to support each other. You'll see if you look through the comments, some of our friends having difficult times in their lives. Other group members praying for them. We are here for each other. I'm hearing a bunch of seagulls. Where are they? Sometimes they go into just a giant feeding frenzy. It's really fun to watch them when they go crazy out here on the beach. I'm looking for a shell here. I cannot find any big shells with holes in them here. I'd like to find kind of a nice shell, an interesting shell, but they're really sparse here. Sometimes there's some washed up under the trees from old high tides. I am not seeing anything, darn it. I'd love to find a nice big old shell here, but I don't care really what kind it is, just a nice one. I can't find anything out here. Hey, if you enjoy these beach walks, if you like what you see, in the description of this post there's a link to my PayPal account. That's there if you're feeling generous, if you want to send a little tip, a little contribution. Every little bit helps. I do appreciate it. I do put a lot of time and effort and energy into posting things on this Facebook page here, Southwest Florida Television. It's not a TV station. That's just the name of my page here. So if you enjoy what you see and you're feeling generous, if you won at bingo or maybe playing poker with the guys, or maybe you won a little money in the lottery and you want to share it, I always appreciate a tip. Things always slow down here in the summertime. Times get tough. They've been a little tougher this past 3 months, 4 months now, than normal. And I do thank you for watching. I do thank you for your support, for your friendship, for following along, for sharing my posts. Thank you. I hope I provide you with some quality entertainment here. Hopefully bring some peace into your life with these beach walks. And most importantly, I hope I brought some wonderful people into your lives. I'm looking forward to meeting some of you on January 19th of 2020 for our party. That is going to be fun. Just a little casual get together of our Facebook friends, all of our friends and followers. You can see that event. I made an event page for it. Let us know if you're coming. If you're actually coming from out of town, I was thinking about maybe getting in touch with the Inn of Naples and seeing if they'd cut my friends here a little discount at the Inn of Naples if you come down for the party. If you turn it into a little vacation. Put that date on your calendar, January 19th. We picked that day because most of our winter friends are down by that time of the year. They're here. We're in full swing of our season by January. There's actually people from up north starting to trickle in now. Trickle down already. Starting to see the car carriers bringing the vehicles. Well, this water is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Clear skies out there in the Gulf this morning. I don't foresee any problems tonight. I will come out here. I don't think there's any rain in the forecast today. But I'll come out here for sunset. Hopefully there'll be some clouds out here. If there's no clouds at sunset, it's really harsh on the camera. It just turns out to be a big white blob out there, the sun. It's beautiful to the naked eye, but the camera just doesn't do a really good job of reproducing it. But we'll come out here and take a look. You're going to need to be a supporter, though, to watch that live feed. So those sunset live feeds are for supporters only. Something else that I'm doing for supporters is on the first Sunday of next month, the first Sunday of October, we're going to have a little drawing. I'm going to put all of the supporters' names in a bucket, probably a coffee container. Anyone that is signed up to be a supporter by September 30th is the cutoff for the drawing. If you signed up, to be a supporter by the 30th, you'll be eligible for the drawing. And I'm going to give away a free membership to Friends of Delnor Wiggins Pass State Park. A free membership. And that was Donnie Deaton's idea. She's helping out with that. Donnie is a great person. She has got so much energy. She is quite a person. You see Donnie on here all the time. I know she was on here earlier. I don't know if she's still with us. Thanks for that great idea, Donnie. Hopefully it'll encourage some more people to sign up and become a supporter. I don't know what date the first Sunday of October is. I keep forgetting to check the date. Well, that's the day we'll do that drawing. Roy's actually going to do the drawing. I'm going to have Roy pull a name out of the hat. Look at all those birds. Circling around. What do we got over here? Some gulls. These look mostly seagulls over here. All seagulls. Couple little terns. Good morning. Absolutely beautiful morning out here. Pretty darn flat out there. Pretty calm. It's just beautiful looking back up the beach. I've been looking for a shell here all morning. I just can't find one. A big shell with a hole in it. Yeah, there's an old conch shell. There's a conch shell. Old fighting conch with the hole in it. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. That is a well-weathered fighting conch. I just want to come over to one of our shell trees here. Let's see, where is one at? One of our little prayer trees. I've hung a few shells on this tree. We just hung that fighting conch a few days ago, that shell right there. We hung that for some of our friends. But I want to hang this other conch shell if I can get it on one of these branches. Let's see. Where, oh where? If I can get it on here without knocking anybody else's off, that would be rude. Put it right there. Ow. Oh man, I just stepped on a pile of sand spurs. Ouch. Gotta be careful when you're up by the edges here. Big pile of sand spurs. Ouchie wawa. But that shell right there, that is for all of the people that lost their lives on September 11th, 2001. And it's also for all the people affected with diseases from that event that are suffering because of that event, and the families that are still here. Never, ever, ever forget that day in our history, and never forget the evil people that did that. They were just a bunch of worthless cowards to attack innocent people like that. I hope they got their just deserved there. I hope they're burning in hell to this day. But let's say a prayer for everyone whose lives were affected by 9/11. And I don't think there's one soul out there watching whose life wasn't affected somehow, some way. Say a prayer for our country. Say a prayer for our military, our president. We need to stay on guard at all times. I'm just going to give you a minute of silence here. Amen, and God bless America. I gotta back out of here without stepping on these sand spurs again. Look at our beautiful beach this morning. Beautiful, beautiful. Dexter making his way back down the beach there. Can you see him? Right there. Our friend Dexter. I want to go down here just a little further to one of those places where that railroad vine was creeping way out onto the beach. I want to see if it's gotten any more of those pretty little purple flowers on it. Here's the vine, the railroad vine, and I see a few purple flowers on it. I see some blooms over here. Beautiful the way it just creeps out of the woods and out onto the beach. Roy used to love, there was a bench up at the north end of the park that's no longer there because the beach is no longer there, got washed away, but this vine would be all over around the bench, and Roy would just sit there on that bench staring at the little purple flowers. You can see there's patches of it right along here. This is the very south end of area 4, but you can see patches of that vine. There's some all out here coming out, some more down here. Take a walk up and check it out when you're walking the beach. Thought I saw a ripple out there in the water. I thought I saw something making its way up the beach here. That's a school of fish, I believe. It's a school of fish moving up the beach. See them there? They're actually making the water swirl just like a dolphin does. Wow. I thought it might have been a dolphin coming up, but it was a big school of fish. Making their way up the beach. They're right up here now. That was pretty neat. Lost them in the shadows though, darn it. It was probably jack, a big school of jack. Isn't that beautiful looking up the shore there? I love my mornings out here. I love my time at the beach. I love my time with you guys. Just standing here. The gulls are flying overhead here. I don't know if you can see the seagulls or not. They're bright white. They kind of blend in with the sky. You can see the bigger ones. There are so many little tiny bait fish beneath me. It's just amazing. You can see some in yesterday's video. Some of them. There's just millions of them out here. Millions. No shortage of food for the birds and the bigger fish. If you're wondering what the water looks like, there you go. There's your answer. Looking pretty darn good. No red tide. Let's just keep praying that we don't get any of that red tide. It's always out there somewhere in the Gulf. Let's hope it stays out there. We do not need to go through that again. Between the hurricane and red tide, our beaches took a beating over the past couple of years. So did our economy. I'm getting my low battery warning here already. So that means it's time to start thinking about wrapping things up. I'm gonna go up and see if Kim's got any of that delicious salmon left. See if I can sneak a piece of that before it's all gone. I'm sure Roy devoured that by now. It doesn't take long. But I'll go back over there and have a little visit with them and share that video later this morning. So be sure to check back for that. See what Kim's exact plans are as far as leaving us to go back home. Good morning. She's got a lot of work to do, she said, back home. She's a hard worker, that Kim. Well, thank you so much for watching this morning. Thanks for hanging out with me. Again, please, please, never forget what happened on this day in 2001. September 11, 2001. Never forget. Pray for our country. If you enjoy these beach walks, if you like what you see, if you want to see them continue, I encourage you to become a supporter of Southwest Florida Television. And if you're feeling generous today and if you want to send a little tip, a little thank you, those are always appreciated, always welcomed. Every little bit helps, believe me. Thank you to those of you that have sent something. If you're a supporter, I will see you out here at sunset this evening. Hopefully we'll have a nice one. Other than that, I will be out here tomorrow morning it's going to be a little later tomorrow morning. I'm going to be out here a little later tomorrow morning. I'm not going to be out here for sunrise. I'm going to start down the other end at the other end of the beach. Probably around 7-ish, maybe even a little later. Depends when that sun actually pops up. It comes up about 7:10. Start my walk down at the south end of the park just for a change. I love our sunrises, but the dolphins have been being spotted down at the other end of the park in the morning, so I'd really love to catch a dolphin or two in the morning. So I'm going to try that tomorrow morning. And then I won't be out here Friday. Remember, I won't be out here Friday. I will be at Vintage Market Days. I'll be doing a live feed, but it will be from Vintage Market Days. And that'll probably be happening sometime around 8:30, 9 o'clock, somewhere in that neighborhood. Check out Vintage Market Days, South Florida Gulf Coast. Check out their event that's going on this weekend. Yeah, that's no problem. Well, have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. God bless.